Two free selections for Sunday's baseball card coming up in just a moment. Going to take a look at the nighttime game between St. Louis and Chicago and one of your early afternoon contests between Tampa and Boston. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here. This is going to be your Sunday video report, but before we get to the gambling stuff, before I tell you about Trace Adams, who has won 7 straight days, and yesterday, just like Friday, cashed in with a double your wager 2,000 star release in baseball, the biggest of his career, and has a third straight one going today, which is going to be the featured half-price play of the day, just like Saturday's winner on the Yankees over the Astros. Before we get to any of that stuff, I have something very important I want to talk about, and that is cheesesteaks. Yes, cheesesteaks. Now, I will admit I've had a few cheesesteaks in my life, which is one of the reasons I've been working out and losing weight this summer, because suddenly, when the jacket gets a little tight, you got to go, I've been eating too many cheesesteaks. That's the bottom line. Listen, I hail from the Philadelphia area. I'm just here to tell you, and I don't mean to piss a lot of people off, but people think that you go to Philadelphia, go to Passyunk Avenue, you go in the middle of the night, you go to Pat's or Geno's, and that's a real cheesesteak. No, that's an experience. That's not a cheesesteak. That's a place if you want to go and absorb the ambiance. It's sitting outside at a street corner in Philadelphia and having a cheesesteak at 4 a.m., that's an experience. They're not real good cheesesteaks. Personally, if I had to pick between the two, and over the last 25 years, I've been to those places at more than one time, well after midnight, I would lean toward Pat's. But again, it's an experience. It's not a cheesesteak. If I had to pick any of the best cheesesteaks down in the center Philadelphia area, and listen, it's a subjective thing when it comes to cheesesteaks. You ask 10 people, you may get 11 different opinions. That's how it is. Personally, the ones downtown, I would go to Tony Luke's, the original, or maybe Jim's. I think Jim's and Tony Luke's are right there. Jim's might be a little better, but listen, that's just, again, for those places in Philly. Pat's and Geno's, the ambiance for tourists. For when you're 4 a.m. in the morning and Denny's just won't do, that's the place to go. But I travel a lot. And I get to find other places and have good cheesesteaks. Vegas, telling you, the best cheesesteak, hands down, as it pops, which is a place that's right along Decatur Boulevard, right down the road from Arizona Charlie's on Decatur in Vegas. It's open 24 hours. They have the Amorosa rolls from Philadelphia, which you need. Stuffed with meat, very flavorful. Listen, if you want to sweat your ass off and sit there at 3 in the morning, right there along the street on the outdoor seating, you can do it when it's 100 degrees and enjoy your cheesesteak. I personally will not be doing that with you. When it's 70 degrees, I will be sitting outside. But great place for cheesesteaks. I go to Phoenix a lot. Now, you wouldn't expect to find a good cheesesteak in Phoenix. But if you ever get to the Phoenix area, you got to go out to the suburbs a little bit. Alma School Road, Chandler, Arizona. It's just outside of Phoenix. If you're downtown, if you're near the airport, you're looking at like a 20-minute drive. It's called Philly's Famous. Philly's Famous. Very good cheesesteaks. Excellent rolls. Again, packed with meat. Very flavorful. Outstanding. Next cheesesteak place, another city. So I used to live in Atlanta for 9 years. I spent 9 years searching for a good cheesesteak. Never came up with one. Never, ever, ever came up with one. For 9 years, I lived about 10 minutes away from this place called the Mad Italian. A little hole in the wall that's been around, I think, since like 1972 or 73. So I'm in Atlanta last week, and I'm going, hey, I never ate there when I lived there. Let's run over and get a cheesesteak. Outstanding. Outstanding. Different type of roll. And they're big on their roll. I think they get it baked for them at a bakery in Port Washington, New York, and sent down for them. So it's not your typical roll where, again, like the Amorosa rolls. And guys, if you know what I'm talking about, this is important. The Amorosa rolls are kind of more solid, a little more sturdy, especially if you put a lot of stuff on it. A little softer roll, a little flakier. But again, it's the meat that's outstanding. That's what made it. And, I am, again, owning up to the fact that what you like in cheesesteaks, it's all very subjective. You will not find me ordering something with whiz. I don't want onions, mushrooms, sauce, anything. I just want the steak and the cheese. And for me, the cheese is good old-fashioned American cheese. I don't want provolone. I don't want cheese whiz. I'm sorry, if I wanted something processed out of a can, I'd make it myself and add a little water. Sorry, don't want it. Again, very subjective, but if you had to ask me, if I'm in Atlanta, I would definitely check out the Mad Italian. If you're in Phoenix, definitely check out Philly's Famous. Anytime you're in Vegas, guys, get in a car. Don't want to take a taxi, believe me, because a taxi ride from the Strip out to Decatur, where Pops is, it'll cost you at least 18 cheesesteaks, okay? Get in a car, rent one, take your friends, say, hey, go to Pops. That's what you got to do. And again, if you're in Philadelphia, avoid Pat's and Geno's at all costs unless it's 4 a.m. and that's your only option. And I would go to Jim's or Tony Luke's. Now, please do not bombard customer service with emails because, again, I said to you, this is all subjective. This is just my palate talking. And this, I felt, was more important than talking about gambling today. But since you're also here for the gambling, what the hell, let me entertain you because Trace Adams is on a red-hot roll. Trace, going for winning day number 8 in a row today. And again, another 2,000-star double your wager release. Now, normally, a 1,000-star play, like Wednesday's interleague total of the year, with the Yankees and Phillies going over, which you got as the free play, as the charity play of the week. That's his normal top-rated play. Then he came out with back-to-back 1,500-star raise-the-bar winners on Thursday and, Thursday and Wednesday, because the 1,000-star charity play was actually on Tuesday. Correction there. Then he came out with the 2,000-star play on the Dodgers on Friday night. Came out with another 2,000-star double your wager release yesterday. The Yankees up 4-0 in the first inning, blow that lead. Game's tied 6-6 at Houston. They win it 9-6. Hey, doesn't matter how you win as long as you get the win, right? You got it as the half-price play of the day, and today the same thing goes from Trace. Winning day number 8 in a row. Third straight 2,000-star double your wager release. You get it for half price simply by using coupon code TRACE, T-R-A-C-E. Trace. Another hot guy, Scott Delaney, cashed in for you yesterday. Second biggest baseball play of the season. His 80-dime NL blowout of the year, part number 2. And it was a blowout. The Cardinals plus $1.40 and an 8-1 run line rout of Chicago. You got it for $24, a savings of $75 off the regular price. That came on the heels of Friday's 80-dime run line winner with the Nationals 5-2 at Philadelphia. $10 bettors have now made over $38,000 in all sports combined with any of his plays rated 50 dimes or higher over the past 4 years. And those same $10 bettors just the past 40 days and 40 nights, $5,740 profit. He has another huge discounted play today. You can read all about it over on the homepage, so check it out for yourself for all your other discounts and promos, etc. Let me talk about the nighttime game first. I like the St. Louis Cardinals here to complete the sweep of Chicago. You know, I was almost going to say the Bears, but then again, the way the Cubs are playing here recently, they almost remind you of the Bears. Cubs took the first 2 games of that series at home last week, a 4-game set against the Dodgers, beating Clayton Kershaw and Zach Greinke in the first 2 games. Since then, they've lost 4 in a row, and in those 4 losses, they have been outscored 20-5. They're 3 for 23 with runners in scoring position in their last 3 games. St. Louis, meanwhile, after winning the opener on Friday night, a game in which I had a 10-dime best bet in, with the John Lackey and the Cardinals earning the win in a 3-2 triumph. Then they came back yesterday and put the hurt on the Cubbies in that one with a rather easy win. Listen, they're going with Carlos Martinez today in this contest. They have won 6 of his last 7 starts. This is his first home start since May 31st. In his last 2 starts at Busch Stadium, he's only allowed 6 hits and 14 scoreless innings. He's got a 1.55 earned run average in his last 8 starts overall. Cardinals, again, 8-1 Saturday, 3-2 on Friday. They've won 8 in a row at home. They're a Major League best 28-7 at home this season. And during that 8-game winning streak, well, they've outscored their foes 32-13. They're 6-2 in the season series, and in those 8 games, they've batted a collective .278, averaging a tad over 5 runs a game, and the Cards have won 23 of their last 31 overall. So I don't care that Jason Hamill has an outstanding earned run average of 2.01 in 5 June starts, because it's Jason Hamill, and that's all that matters to me. What does also matter to me as well is the fact that the Cardinals are on a red-hot roll, and I would like them in this one, minus the $1.30. Your other complimentary play today, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays, plus $1.20 on the run line at home against the Boston Red Sox. And listen, this is all about going against Justin Masterson. The Red Sox, and it's shown, tried to cherry pick off the bargain scrap heaps to find starting pitchers. Justin Masterson happened to be one of them. Before going on the disabled list back in early May with right shoulder tendonitis, he was pretty awful. 35.1 innings pitched, allowed 40 hits and walked 19 batters. That was in a 7-start stretch. He made 4 rehab starts in Pawtucket, AAA team. Yes, he had a 3.44 earned run average, but he gave up 16 hits and walked 8 batters, and that was in 18 1/3 innings against AAA batters, okay? So now he's back in the majors after a 6 weeks absence because he's replacing Joe Kelly, who was demoted because Kelly, of course, the self-professed. Yeah, I owe the hell with it. I can't think of the right word at this hour in the morning. He said he was going to win the Cy Young this year. Ha! All he got was a demotion to AAA Pawtucket because he was so awful. So they're giving Masterson the first shot at taking his spot in the starting rotation. I just don't think it's going to work for a guy who has diminished velocity, has struggled with his control, has an ERA of 6.37 on the season, and he's never fared well against Tampa Bay. 2-7 with a 7.16 earned run average and 11 starts against them. In fact, one of his last starts before landing on the disabled list was back on May 6th. In 4 1/3 innings, he gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, and walked 6 batters. Meanwhile, Chris Archer, this is a guy who has quietly put together one of the best seasons in the major leagues. He's 9-4 with a 2.01 ERA, and Tampa's needed it considering the status of their injury-riddled rotation. Leads the league in earned run average at 2.01. Has 123 strikeouts in 103 innings. Opponents are batting just 198 against him this season. He's 6-0 with a 1.61 earned run average in his last 9 starts, and the Rays are 8-1 in those starts. And listen, in those 8 starts, he's fanned 73 batters, walked 10. That's it. Outstanding control. Now, has he sucked against the Red Sox in his career? Sure. I mean, you can't have everything positive, right? 1-5 with a 5.18 earned run average in 8 starts against the Red Sox. One of them was an April 21st loss against them in which he allowed 1 run and struck out 9 in 5 2/3 innings. But listen, Ray snapped out of a brief mini slump with a 4-1 win yesterday. I think the Red Sox only had a collective 3 hits against the Tampa starters and pitchers, bullpen pitchers in that contest. I'm going to go with, once again, Tampa on the run line, and it's all going against Justin Masterson. That's the basis of the play as your final complimentary play. That'll do it for today's video report, guys. I'll be back here bright and early, unfortunately, on Monday as we do this one more time. Best of luck to you all, and I'll talk to you again then.